Hello, hello, hello. I should be live. Welcome to Illusion Fox Gaming. So I'm gonna. So since they're giving away Veilguard, Dragon Age of the Veilguard on PlayStation Plus, I figured I'd sit down and finally get around to playing it. Just want to see what goes in here. Now, I will preface this being that I am not the biggest fan of Dragon Age.
Loved to hear himself talk. But long ago, he had a different name. The Dreadwolf. Ancient elven god of lies, or heroic rebel against tyranny, depending on which story you believe. In his desperate fight against the corrupt elven gods, Solus imprisoned them, creating a veil that split our world from the raw magic of the Fade. He had won. But the veil cost the elves everything. Their magic, their freedom, even their immortality. Now, Solus wants to tear down that veil and undo the damage he caused, even if that means our world has to burn. Somebody's gotta stop him. And that's where you come in.
Now, I played a couple of the previous Dragon Age games, and they're okay. I am far more of a Mass Effect fan and would prefer more Mass Effect, but There we go. I like that. Oh, that's interesting. Cataracts, bloodshot eyes. Fine with that. Ah, here we go. Start with going up here to the top and just working our way down. One's no hair, which not a style I would go with. A lot of hair options. A lot more than what I normally would expect to see. I'll go with that one. Class, warrior, rogue, mage. I like dual wielding swords. Mm. Ooh. I like that Reaper setup. Actually, that looks really cool. So those Lords of Fortune. Shadow Dragons sound good, but I don't much care for the look. Yeah, because if we're going to go with the Reaper look, I think. Oh, that's the aspirational gear, so starting gear is going to be this. Oh, but that doesn't change regardless. Okay. Yeah, we're just going. I just want the story, so I care less about. Just not coming across any names. I think it's cycled back through.
Time to get to work. Time to... What's he been saying now? been saying now? What's he been saying now? What's he been saying now?
Nah. Yeah, let's go with this. I'm happy enough. I I don't tend to try and get bogged down too much in character creations. I know a lot of people who do, and it's just like, you know what? I just want to get a character that I'm happy with, and then get into the game.
Oh, right. Him. Our best plan is to stop the Dreadwolf before he can perform his ritual. After following his trail across half the known world, we finally tracked him to Manrathus, capital of the Tevinter Imperium. But to find the Dreadwolf in a city this big, we need a local expert. So, naturally, our story begins where all great stories begin.
I like that.
Shiniest bar in town.
Oh, because that's usually how like most D&D campaigns start out. So I mean, it's kind of almost too normal.
Let's try this again. Where's Nev Gallus?
You think you can come into my bar and make demands?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, isn't it?
Nev Gallus is my only shot at finding the Dreadwolf. I'm not leaving until I know where she is. Be ready to talk by the time I get to you.
Darling, you're adorable. Not enough gold in the world for this.
Meet Bianca. She'd like you to stay a while.
I mean, you could help. I mean, granted, stopping the one woman who has the information we want is helping to a certain extent.
Nev Gallus.
Dumat Plaza. The Venatori cultists took her to Dumat Plaza.
Although that arrow I don't think would take her weight.
Your friend Nev Gallus is at Dumont Plaza.
I heard. That's why you're my second in command. Although, for the record, there was probably an easier way to do that than fighting an entire bar.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that?
What did I have to worry about? you're there watching my back.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on. Harding will be worried.
All right. Break's over.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met. If she says she's got a lead on Solus, I believe her. The Archon's palace. Something must have gotten them riled up.
Should we be in more of a hurry to get out of here?
We don't want to look conspicuous. Just get out of here nice and casual. Find Nev Gallus and stop Solus.
You still think you can talk him down before he starts his big ritual?
That ritual is going to tear down the veil. The only thing separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons. I have to talk him down.
Wait! But I didn't do anything!
Get down.
Are they after us? Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
We've gotta help her.
We don't have time to get arrested, especially if we... Oh, crap.
We're too late.
The ritual started. But if we hurry, we can still stop Solus before it finishes. Let's go! Harding's this way. She'll get us to Dumont Plaza, then Nev will get us to Solus.
Watch out! Is Solus summoning demons on purpose?
My guess is the veil is weakening, and they're slipping through the cracks.
And when the veil comes down,
And the whole world is going to look a lot like this. Come on, this way. It should get us to Harding.
you're safe now. Get inside and bar the door as quick as you can, okay?
Thank you, miss.
Harding, you all right?
I've been doing what I can to help. The ritual must be weakening the veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the Fade in years.
What about you two? Are you okay?
Fought some demons, and the Archon's palace took a few shots at us. Nothing we couldn't handle.
Speak for yourself.
You got my gear?
Right over there. Where's Nev Gallus? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
The Venatori got to her first. They grabbed her before we arrived and paid off the bar owner to keep her quiet.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Not a problem. I saw Dumont Plaza while I was scouting the area, and it was crawling with Venatori. Follow me.
Eyes up. We've got company.
Demon. Here they come.
That's the last of them.
Good. Let's get to Dumont Plaza and find Nev. You two all right? Patch yourselves up if you need it.
I don't get it. If Solus tears down the veil, doesn't that destroy every
like the Venatori put up a barrier to block the way. More intruders!
Avenge our fallen brethren!
Friendly bunch of cultists, aren't they?
Crows have taken out contracts on them. Nasty bastards.
Yep, that's them. Guess we're sliding down.
They're allies of Ned Gallus! Kill them all! Venatori, take your revenge! Another barrier, but it looks like Nev's work, not the Venatori's.
Alright, hiding. Not the worst timing.
Nev, it's so good to see you. We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing. A lot of Venatori in the city have reason to hate me. Figured I'd play along. Find out who wanted to settle the score this time. Then the sky started raining demons. So I'm back on the job.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Ned Gallus, our local expert. She's gonna help us find Solus. Ned, meet Rook. Harding and I found her a while back. Thought we could use an expert on trouble.
Rook, like the chess piece?
One of the strongest pieces on the board, but she tends to think in straight lines.
Yeah, yeah.
We came prepared for rescue. Looks like you were way ahead of us.
Rescue. You're sweet.
You said you had a lead?
I haven't seen Solus in person, but I did find hints of old magic, similar to what you get in elven ruins. I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go. Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god. Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city. Let's go.
So if we do catch Solus, or the Dread Wolf, or whatever he calls himself, what's the plan?
He wants to bring down the veil. Hopefully that ritual takes his full attention.
So we catch him while he's doing his ritual, so he can't fight us?
That's the hope. If it comes to a straight-up fight, we're dead.
Ah, here we go. So nope, can't go out of the bounds. Okay. That's good information to have.
Enchantment on the entrance. I can get it.
Okay, so I can't go that way anyways. But was worth the look.
So this is the Dreadwolf's hideout.
One of them, at least. Not sure how long he's been here.
Some of this looks ancient.
Solus has been around longer than Marathas itself.
Broken chains. Solus is freeing slaves.
Solus hates slavery. One of the few things we actually agreed on.
He said the other elven gods were tyrants who oppressed his people. He was trying to help them.
But sometimes in trying to do good, we do some really bad things.
What do you see?
No sign of Solus. Just a big glowing window or mirror or something.
Well, that sounds ominous.
Ancient elves doing something to a dragon, I think?
Yeah. Trying to control it, maybe?
Solus said the other elven gods were evil. If they were binding dragons, he was right about that much at least.
Oh shit! Hey, Koroi. I doubt it ever will for you.
Locked. There must be a way to open it. Let's look around.
Air's full of magic. Solus
But
seems
how
to
are
be
you tonight,
strong
Koroi?
something.
Solus, Dreadwolf, Ben Harel. He's got a lot of names.
I always called him Chuckles.
I get that entirely.
Let's see what's on the other side.
I did not sleep well at the sleep study I was at last night. I don't know, I just started it. I mean, it's okay. I mean, I haven't even gotten out of the tutorial yet.
Just the big glowing window you saw earlier.
It's called an illuvian. They're elven and very old.
It acts like a doorway from one place to another. Solus uses them to get around quickly.
He must have gone through it.
But I think I've only ever played Inquisition, and I mean, that was an okay game, but I am far more of a Mass Effect fan than I am a Dragon Age. So
Well, we're not in Minrathous anymore.
I know these trees. This is Arlethan Forest.
And there's your ritual. The power involved. I've never seen anything like it.
The tremors are getting worse.
And we've got demons.
And I thought the demons were bad back in Minrathous.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual. No telling what could come through.
ordinaire, not demons. Okay. Dragon Age just seems to get worse with each entry.
Keep moving and try not to think about it.
Fantasy is always a really tricky genre to work with. With like science fiction, people are usually willing to give you a lot more leeway, but with fantasy, any kind of screw up will be have you so fucked it's not even funny. Was just typing "oh no" in like Aussie accent. Oh, okay. I did not get that. I thought that was like a different name that you're trying to use that was from used in the previous games.
Not many of them left light. Might want to hurry.
Just been like, if I'm watching some kind of dark medieval fantasy, someone like, oh, that sucks, I'm going to be off-put immediately. Yeah.
Quite a few of them, aren't there?
Nothing compared to how many will get if Solus finishes his ritual.
But it's just like, to me, like, especially with fantasy games, they all get compared to, for whatever reason, Skyrim, which I think is pretty much an absolutely horrid game overall. Or Witcher 3, which is a really good game, but it shouldn't, neither one should be a yardstick by which you measure anything. Honestly, the only way to truly measure a game is to just treat it as its own thing and go, is this good, is this bad? Did I have fun?
We have to stop this demon quickly. How did demon this large get through the veil?
Strong demon. Damn thing probably
Like, I haven't even played, last time I played, the only time I've actually played Inquisition was back when it first released, so I don't even really remember it all that well.
Everyone all right? Good enough. Let's get to
So, I mean, I can't even use that as a reference for this. So, I mean, I'm just going to be looking at quality of the voice acting, animation, the actual script.
All right. I'll take it from here.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solus needs someone to sell him another option to help him justify changing his mind.
Might as well be positive.
We've got your back. Anyone can get through to him. You can.
Thanks, Rook.
I don't know how you even have an opinion on this, because you probably barely know either
To me, and he'll hear from beyond.
either of these individuals.
More demons.
Take care of the team for me.
You know one very important fact? And what's that?
Hey, Chuckles. Hope I
Varric is kind of a dumbass. I mean, I vaguely... Was he an Inquisition? Because I feel like I should know Varric, but... He was. I know Solus was.
Let's buy him some time.
I hope Varric is getting through Solus.
Better talk fast. Can't hold these demons up forever.
The veil is a wound inflicted upon this world. It must be healed.
by drowning the world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize them. People are dying right now. You need to listen. Please.
People are always dying. It is what they do.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right, you two stay here. I'll bring down the statue. What?
No. Stepping into all that...
He's been around since Dragon Age 2.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
I mean, I have plans of eventually going through and playing through all the Dragon Age games, but...
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Again, it's one of those many things that just hasn't ever...
Let's go now. Harding, keep the demons busy.
Good luck.
Just in that giant backlog of games I need to play.
This is it.
We need to bring down the scaffold.
Why? Why tear down the veil?
You think you like Dragon Age 1 because it
We
made you
should
laugh
have
the
done it
most?
years ago.
Drunk dwarf, sodding dog, took my pants. I'm going to get that dog. Passes out. I mean, that
Isn't falling.
comedy's a good reason to
Right!
like a game, any particular entry in a series more than another.
You came a long way and made
I mean,
valiant
comedy is
efforts,
important.
But this story does not end with my downfall.
I mean, in any serious script, you're always going to have some, with multiple cast members, you're going to have one character at least who's going to be a little bit of a sarcastic asshole.
Barry! 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 No, no, no. No!
So, I mean, you've always got to have a good bit of comedy in there with all the seriousness. Now, in some cases, not necessarily is the comedy geared towards to a particular audience. Like, it'll be geared more towards one demographic than another, probably generally because of who wrote the scripts. Like, the Saints Row reboot. Did it have some attempts at comedy? It had a lot of attempts at comedy. Problem was that the comedy was geared towards a much younger audience than myself. It was geared to a 18 to 25-year-old crowd who hadn't probably seen a Saints Row game.
You have no idea what you have done.
On the flip side, Dragon Age 1 also has one of the worst sections of a video game you've ever had the misfortune of playing through.
I know what I did. I stopped you from destroying the world.
I was not destroying the world. The magical energies pulled me here, into the Fade.
Okay, so that's why you're here. But why am I here?
Your physical body is unconscious, but you shed a few drops of blood at the ritual site. Enough for a tenuous connection.
Blood magic?
Firstly, I abhor the use of blood magic. Secondly, had I the power to control you, I would already have used it.
Oh, fine. Talk.
Alright. You brought me here to talk. What are we talking about?
The Evanurus.
Well, I mean,
You would call them the Elven Gods.
with the first Witcher game, and even the second Witcher game, I feel like especially the first Witcher game, was mechanically a pain in the ass.
When I rebelled,
And Witcher 2 made some improvements, but not a lot.
I saw until I trapped them. Thanks to you, though.
But Witcher 1 was god awful to play through.
Gods walk free.
How am I supposed to trust anything you're saying?
Saw them escape from my prison.
I also saw you bringing down the veil.
I had a plan.
Varric always said you'd have a big explanation for why none of this was your fault.
Varric.
Yeah, he said that's your style. Never
Well, he
quite
didn't say
wrong.
anything about not being his fault. He said he had a plan. That's two entirely different
He tried
things.
to talk to you anyway, and now he's hurt.
Slap him, call him bald.
Quite practiced at shading the truth himself.
So those things that got out, you said they were gods?
They said they were gods. Blighted, tyrannical, sadistic gods. It took all my power to imprison them millennia ago. But I am certain you will be fine.
We'll go with that one.
We'll stop them.
I had a ritual dagger of pure lyrium. My network of mirrors could take me from the lighthouse across the world in moments. Right now, you seem to have neither. Do you intend to knock over the statue during their ritual?
Well, I don't intend to take advice from the elven god of lies.
Quite right. Elganan and Gillenane are your problem to solve. This is your responsibility now. Why tear down the veil? Listen. No idea what you have done. This is your responsibility now.
Well, look who's still with us.
Varric, you're okay. But I saw Solus stab you. You fell.
Trust me, kid. I've had worse. It'd take more than a flesh wound to stop me. Don't think I'll be making it out to the field anytime soon, though.
What happened?
I did my best to talk sense into Solus, but of course, he wasn't listening. He never does.
Plan did go a little wrong.
Yeah,
But I mean,
Harding got everyone out. By the skin of
he
her teeth,
he was
mostly. Before you start worrying.
him and the big what are they called? Canary people guy that was part of the companions in Inquisition
At least.
were probably the most annoying, and I hated doing anything with them.
Varric, when we stopped the ritual, something else got out. Something even Solus is afraid of.
You've got this, Rook. World's not flooded with demons right now. Because you stopped Solus, not me.
Varric, even so, I need you to...
Rook, you've got this. I've seen your work. Like your impulsive rescue of those captives from the Ontown slavers. There's a reason I dragged you into this whole Solus mess. You're clever, adaptable, and you don't know when to quit.
But, Roy, if you haven't, I seriously suggest going through and finishing up,
Mean to intrude.
uh,
Not at all. I was just about to have a look around.
Pirate Yakuza.
Oh, be careful if you go outside for
There's a lot of important things that happen,
Illuvian led us into
there at the
something
end.
that's in the Fade. Because that's what we needed. The dream world.
Then I really need to look around.
Can't hurt, in theory. And we need to talk about our next move. Maybe find hiding? She went outside somewhere. There's a table in the central area here. I'll meet you both there.
Go ahead, Rook. Me, I need to sleep. See you later, kid.
You're balancing Suikoden and Monster Hunter at the moment. I get that, but it's just like... just the implications of it, though. Oh, so this is where you can go back and change your appearance. Okay.
I wish I could be out there with you, Rook. Just be careful, all right?
She doesn't have anything to say to me. I'm surprised you still have stuff to do in Monster Hunter, though. Depends on my view of things. I guess you're probably trying to gear up for future updates and such things. Oh, you're working towards platinuming it? Okay, that makes... I'm sure that's going to be a pain in the ass. I wish you luck on that, because that is not something I would do. I mean, I somewhat enjoy Monster Hunter games when it's like me, you, and some other people all playing it, but...
Rook, you're awake. And we're in the Fade. This is where people come when they dream, but dwarves don't dream. And somehow I'm here.
Yeah, it's unreal. Nev thought we should talk about what to do next.
We should. But maybe look around a little.
We had some hunts, high rank hunts last less than 3 minutes, including the run to the monster. Although I should probably get, I don't know, should probably get back in the habit of going, sitting in open chat just in case anyone ever wants to come in and talk in person. You have a pair of, I don't know what OD dual blades would be with almost 50% crit chance. That is a pretty high crit chance. Of dual blades. Ah. I thought it was, again, one of those, like, it was like an acronym for something. Here's a typo riddle piece of shit. Huh. Oh, wait a moment. There's more of you.
Must be two more.
Well, I found one. I just don't know where the fuck the other one is. So my guess is I gotta get the other two wherever they are facing each other.
It wasn't supposed to go this way. What do we do now?
And I can't speak too much about
What do we do?
and complain of typos. I typo horrendously. And I actually write as a hobby.
Oh, hey, Rook. How's
But
it
that's
going?
what spell check is for.
Did you ever find places like this, chasing Solus with Varric?
Not exactly. But with Solus, it was always about the Fade, the Veil, or some other in-between place. Varric always hated it, though. At least this place feels different. Maybe safer?
Harding, are you doing alright?
I don't know. Are you?
Facial expressions seem a bit
Is
odd.
anyone? Anyway, doesn't matter how I'm doing.
Not the worst that they've ever done, but
Going to a back through the Illuvian, right? Let's start with that. As soon as we can.
You know you can take some time to just...
Now you sound like Varric. Varric and I started this. And I can't stop. Not now. Don't ask me to. So
I will say that ever since BioWare got forced to move over to the Frostfire engine by EA, that they have had a lot of mechanical issues with their games. Okay, so here you can walk off the ledge. Got it. Good information to have. I feel like that's got to be something of some sort. Aha.
More to go.
Did that clear up though? Yeah. Okay, so there's a third set of statues. And there they are. Okay. Got no idea what this will do, but
Okay, I did something.
yeah, I'm sure it did. I just got no idea what it's going to be. I will say navigating this area is a bit of an annoyance.
Wisps. Figures are in the fade, but I swear they're following me.
You alright?
Strange place you've fallen into, but I'll work with it. You know me.
Do I?
I know Varric wanted you for the job. You know the same about me.
I made a call that got you injured right after we met.
I'll be fine. You trusted me for the job, and I delivered. That's what counts. If we're stuck in this, let's hope you can trust me again.
It's not that I don't. I'm sorry you got hurt. It was my call, and what if...
Like, what are those fucking mouth movements there?
Or to someone else? I don't know. That's the raw deal we get.
Right. You took a lot of notes. What about?
Lately, what we know, or knew, before Solus changed the game.
And it's...
Not much. I'm sure Lace would hate to hear that, but one step at a time.
We'll figure this out. I'm sure of it.
Really? Do you know something I don't?
No, we just... Well, we have to, right?
Yeah, that's the job.
noises these things make are annoying. Aha, so that's what they did. They have to unlock this area. Okay. Interesting. Means there's another puzzle elsewhere in here that unlocks that.
So, we stopped the ritual.
And Varric paid the price.
Hey, Varric made his choice to go talk with Solus. He knew the risks. We all did.
And now Solus is gone. And we're here. Wherever here is. Besides in the Fade.
Solus called it the Lighthouse.
He did? When?
In my head, Solus showed up while I was out cold to gripe about us breaking his ritual.
He's mad about us destroying his ritual?
Sounded like it. When the ritual went wrong, he ended up trapped in some kind of prison.
You're sure that wasn't just a dream? It's a reasonable reaction.
Solus can speak with people in their dreams. Even kill them.
I'm not in danger. He can only barely reach me. I bled a little when I got knocked out.
So Solus is using blood magic, like any normal mage would to play with your mind.
But he's not a normal mage, like I told you. He's an elven god.
Putting together a nice ritual doesn't make him a god.
I don't care about the philosophy. In terms of his power against ours, he's a god.
Alright, well, we've stopped the ritual and there doesn't seem to be an immediate danger. For now. You're certain Solus can't use blood magic to affect your mind?
I'm not certain of anything. But we're not out of danger.
What do you mean?
Solus had two of the other elven gods in prison. When he got trapped, they escaped.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade when the ritual went wild, those are...
Elgernon and Gillenane, two of the ancient elven gods that Solus rebelled against. They're free because of us.
They're free because of Solus.
Lace is right. If we hadn't stopped that ritual, countless people would be dead.
I know, but still, they're out there now.
Okay, then we find them and we stop them.
Solus says Elgernon and Gillenane drew on the Blight for power and became corrupted. That was when he imprisoned them.
So instead of one god running around, we have two. And they're not just powerful, they're blighted.
We need to get out there and stop them.
Just like that. We're down a man without Varric. We can't just rush in.
I know you're hurt, Nev. But the rest of us need to do something.
I'll be ready to fight when it's time, but we need to investigate, then figure out what we're dealing with.
And how many more people will get hurt, get killed, while we spend time investigating?
If Elgernon and Gillenane are worse than Solus, we can't go in blind. We need to know what they can do and what they want.
But we only have Solus's word about all of this.
Then let's go investigate for ourselves. We'll find out what we're dealing with. And then, we take our shot.
Fine. The Illuvian led us here instead of back to Minrathis.
Let's hope it goes back to the ritual site. Maybe we can find some clues at the scene of the crime.
Nev, are you okay to go?
It's a headache. I've worked with worse.
All right then. Let's get back to the ritual site.
The Illuvian has its own special room. It's just down the stairs.
For all we know, there's a dozen demons waiting on the other side of that Illuvian.
If it even takes us back to Arlefin.
Nev, sure you're up for this?
Don't worry about me. Shall we?
Let's do this.
It's quiet. Well, isn't that a surprise?
There's the ritual site. But if the gods really did get out, they're not here anymore.
Right. Let's take a look around and see if we can find any.
Cut it down!
I'm trying! It's not working! I can't contain it!
Well, when all else fails, hit it with a hammer.
Strife? Irlin? It's me, Lace Harding.
Harding? What are you doing back in Arlefin?
It's complicated.
I can see that.
Rook, Nev, this is Strife and Irlin. Varric and I met them when we first started hunting down Solus. They're veil jumpers, experts in ancient elven magic.
Hardly experts. I should have been able to shut that artifact down. I'm sorry, Tarith.
It's not your fault. Since the sky ripped open, the magic's been surging. A bunch of artifacts that have been dormant for centuries started coming alive. This is because of Finn Harel's. Sorry. Solus's ritual, isn't it? You all were supposed to stop it.
We did, sort of.
We did stop him. The sky's not pulling itself apart anymore, is it?
But
But it didn't go as cleanly as we hoped. Solus got pulled into the Fade and somethings got pulled out. Or someone's, I mean. Two of the evil elven gods, Elgernon and Gillinan.
Mathalanast.
the elven gods of old, the Evanurus,
If they truly have returned,
then things just got a whole lot worse.
Anything you can tell us about these gods?
Solus might be a bastard, but compared to the Evanurus, let's just say they weren't known for being kind rulers.
there's a reason Solus led a rebellion against the Evanurus. And a reason he imprisoned them.
But now they've escaped.
Tarith is in bad shape. We need to get him back to the camp.
We've still got dozens of veil jumpers unaccounted for.
How can we help?
We need to find Belara Lute. She's the best there is at working with our ancient artifacts.
And also at blowing them up.
She was off looking for another artifact before this ritual shook everything loose. If anyone can get a handle on all this wild magic and the artifacts it's setting off, it'll be her.
Right. You get your friend back to your camp and we'll find Balara.
Nev, you're injured. Stay here with the Veil Jumpers.
It's a headache. I'll be fine.
No, that was more than a
I
headache.
know you want to help, but we don't know what we'll face out there. And you're in no condition to fight.
All right. Just watch your backs.
We'll meet you back at the Veil Jumper camp. It's just south of here.
Balara's out near some elven ruins to the west. At least she was 3 days ago. I'd start your search there.
Good luck, Rick. And thank you.
Is it me, or is there something strange about this fog?
It all feels a little off. Like everything shifted a little bit. Is that suit of armor moving?
Gotcha.
I like her.
Oh, people.
Where'd you come from?
Balara? Balara Luther? Strife and Ireland sent us to find you.
Who are you, exactly?
Call me Rook.
Lace Harding. Protocol is to wait a full week before they send anyone out to look for me? I've only been gone 3 days.
Well, the situation's changed. The worse, unfortunately. The elven gods Elgradon and Gillinane have escaped Fen'Harel's prison. And it seems like they want to destroy the world.
Oh, yes, that is very much for the worse. Okay, wait. I need a second.
It's a lot to take in.
It does sort of explain a few things, though. Like what? The surge of raw magic in the area. These artifacts started waking up a while ago, but in fits and starts. One here, a couple there. Then, a couple of days ago, the sky split open. And now, raw magic. Thick as fog. Only a god or gods could have done that. There's something kind of exciting about it. And dangerous. Really dangerous. Dangerous enough that I was gonna head back to the Veil Jumper camp, but
What?
see that shimmer? That's a veil bubble. It's separating us from the rest of the real world, so to speak. You can only pass through it one way. Once you're in, you can't get out.
Strife and Ireland said you're the best veil jumper. That means you've got an idea.
Maybe. A bubble like that? There has to be something at the center that's generating it. Something powerful. We can find it and remove it. Safely, I mean. The bubble itself should collapse. And then we're back in reality? I really, really hope so.
Well then, let's get going.
Someone made camp all the way out here? We've got camps all over Arlington. The Veil Jumpers do, I mean. You never really know when or where the magic's gonna start going wild.
glowing triangle thing turns out to be rosemary. Huh. That makes a lot of sense, I guess.
I've been trying to get to the artifact at the center of the bubble, but these magical constructs keep getting in the way.
We've handled our share of demons. A few dozen more shouldn't be a problem.
Spirits, not demons. They're animated, those suits of armor. The armor's attuned to the artifact to protect it from threats.
That's like us, I'm guessing.
I mean, that makes sense. Well, so graphically, it is a fairly decent looking game.
Demons! Right where we need to go. And let's deal with them. Wait.
Oh, wait. If I want to get to that specialization, I actually need to go out this way.
So what is this artifact we're looking for exactly?
I have a couple of theories, but nothing definite. We might find some clues in the ruins, though.
In other words, it's not a fucking clue, and we'll see when we get there.
I don't usually see elven ruins that haven't been picked over. Not many people come this far into Arlathan. Just veil jumpers, mostly. And people trying to save the world, apparently.
What was this place?
Could have been a temple, could have been where they stored food. Judging by the sentinels, it's probably something important.
It almost feels like an armory. Or something like that.
What? Wow. I've never seen anything like this.
Wait, is this?
No! It can't be. Not here.
Can't be what?
We have to get over there. The artifact we're looking for must be inside.
shut it down before we can go up the path. But doing that will attract anything nasty that's hanging around. We're ready. The last of the magic energy. Path should be clear ahead.
Okay. So, that ritual, the big one, the sky was ripping apart. You say that was Fen'Harel? I mean, the real Fen'Harel?
That's what I've been told. Though right now he goes by Solus.
And, sorry, the things that got out, the big scary ones, that was Gilney and Elgernot?
Are you okay? You sound a little flustered.
Oh, you know, just finding out that 3 of my gods are out there trying to end the world. Why wouldn't I be okay?
I mean, that's a fair point.
I wonder how they died.
Even mages have trouble with the artifacts here. They expect them to work like, you know, normal magic. But they're different. The magic's more alive somehow. Another sentinel construct. We'll have to take it down. Easy enough. But watch out. Whenever you see one, there's more nearby.
shows up in an armory? A weapon?
An archive spirit.
A what? A creature of the Fade, bound to a crystal. Ancient elves use them to store knowledge and to help them dream.
Mythalanast. Darkspawn.
That's a win, brother. I'd call that a win.
Darkspawn. Here. I never would have believed it. Until today.
Another one of those resonance amplifiers.
Get ready. Once I shut it down, the path ahead will remain blocked until the magic disappears.
Got your back. Lara, you're up.
Trouble scouted. All right, everyone. Let's up.
I've never seen Darkspawn this deep into Arlington Forest before. As far as I know, it's never happened.
If the gods are blighted, like Solus claims, maybe they're communicating with the Darkspawn somehow. Directing them?
You saw those Darkspawn, though? Something was different about them.
And we'll stop them once we get out of this bubble.
Right. Let's get to that central temple.
Probably can. So I've been ignoring it so far.
More darkspawn, right where you broke that wall.
Another resonance amplifier.
Should be the last one, I hope.
Me too.
The last barrier's down. We're close. I can feel it.
Good, I'm glad you can.
Have you noticed something about the blight? Where it is, I mean? It's almost like it's feeding off the elven magic.
More constructs ahead.
The inner sanctum. We're getting closer. Looks like this door is going to need a second power crystal.
Then let's go find one.
There has to be another one of those power crystals around here somewhere. Another ballista. I bet we could use it to break through that wall. We did it. All that's left is the Nodus Drathalin. I have so many questions for it.
How do you ask it questions?
It's an archive spirit. You'll see. Okay, here it is. The Nodus Drathalin.
So we take it and we're good, right? You can head back?
Oh, I wish. No, it's a lot trickier than that.
Right. Because darkspawn, demons, and animated suits of armor aren't tricky enough.
Yes,
If I
please
do
explain.
the artifact the way I usually do it, it'll explode and take out half of Arlington with it. Good news is, I think I can shunt the energy somewhere else. Okay, here we go. The way the magic is pulsing, I've never seen this before. It's almost like it's breathing.
Ogre! That's an ogre!
That was kind of cool.
Well, wasn't expecting to fight an ogre today. Then again, I also didn't expect to learn that my gods are rampaging around and trying to end the world.
Fully get her.
Just one of those days.
I like her.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, okay. There we go.
No, no, no. That's good. I think. Oh,
Ooh, what does that crystal do?
Keeps the artifact powered. Focuses the ambient magical energy.
That's why these things still work, thousands of years later.
oh. No, you don't.
Sulana, Vir Sulevana, and Asal Dirthara.
Well then,
I am the Nadas Dirthara.
Right. I have questions.
I am the Nadas Dirthara. What do you...
so that's the Notisterthalan? It was, or is, I mean. Crystal's broken though, needs fixing. It's kinda my thing, fixing magical stuff. Strife and Ireland will want to know about this. And the Blight, and the Darkspawn. Let me know when you're ready to head to the Veil Jumper camp. show you the way to the Veil Jumper camp.
We're running out of veil jumpers. Whatever's going on out there, it's scary.
Jahel and Milva never reported back from Demeter's Crossing.
There are 100 people living in that village. We're near enough. You're back, and you're alive. Good.
Sounds like things have gotten a lot worse since we left.
Darkspawn. They're showing up all over Arlathan, attacking anyone in their path.
We've evacuated 3 daily settlements already.
We ran into Darkspawn too, near the Nodus Dirthalan.
Wait, you found the Nardus Darthalan? The archive spirit? We could ask it about the gods. Figure out their next move.
If it weren't broken, maybe, but we're not getting anything out of it anytime soon.
Meanwhile, bell jumpers are disappearing. Something out there took them.
I know. But maybe, if we find them...
We find the gods, or at least some sign of where they might be.
But Arlathan Forest is huge. Where do we even begin to look for them?
Demeter's Crossing.
What?
Irulan and Strife. When we came in, you said you lost contact with Demeter's Crossing. We could go check it out. The 3 of us, I mean.
4. I'm coming with you.
Nev, you were still shaky, and I'm...
No. Of course, I haven't written the conversation.
Coming, Harding.
I don't know what you're going to find there, Rook. Likely nothing good. But you'll be saving people. And it might get you on the trail of the gods.
Demeter's Crossing's on the far side of the lake. There's a small boat at the docks. It'll take you there. Watch your back out there. And good luck.
Excuse me.
Okay, we'll need a boat to get there. Let's head to the dock.
What you hearing? If you're in the market for instruments of dismemberment, just so happens I can help. And now that we've met, do your best not to die.
Do your best not to die.
We're losing too many
Wait a minute. Okay. I just want to make sure I actually saw that one. There was an actual setting that you could toggle on and off for nudity. That was surprising. I was hoping to just basically be able to set the this all to auto.
Seems like a lot's happened around here.
What hasn't happened? This area is where Tevinter Magisters destroyed Arlington City centuries ago. A whole lot of blood magic during the war.
What about now?
Whatever Solus did stirred up everything again. The old blood magic from the war never went away. Ancient relics appear out of thin air, ruins float. It's like an old wound that never healed. And now it's bleeding again.
Sure thing.
That did it. What a view. That was the capital city, Arlington. This is what's left of it after the war. I don't imagine it floated back in the day.
It's a little modern looking of a ladder, if I'm being honest. Nor do I understand why there had to be a shortcut there.
Giant owl. There must be something to this.
Ready to go?
Nev, you sure you're up for this?
I'm fine. Couldn't sit still much longer.
Then let's go. I've never seen fog this thick in Demetta's Crossing. This isn't right. The dock usually has people bringing goods to market, bartering and shouting. It's always busy.
Something happened here.
Stay sharp.
It's so quiet.
Too quiet.
Where is everybody?
Brooke, where are you going?
Here's this way. Be right there. It's market day. People should be out selling eggs and buying bread. But everything's just abandoned.
They barricaded the main entrance into town.
To keep something out?
No. To keep something in.
It's blight. Even worse than in the forest.
They need to stay in. All of them. Inside.
You okay? What happened here?
Keep them inside. Listen to the mayor.
Hello? I don't think he can hear us.
Everyone has to stay. No, you can't leave.
Hey, can you hear me?
Just stay here, and everything will be fine.
I think the people have lost their goddamn minds.
Someone used powerful magic to dominate the minds of these villagers.
The town square. We need to search for survivors.
See what we can find. Fan out. This is Adeline. I knew her. She was a farmer. Sold spices to us, the best in Arlevin. I can't believe this happened.
Look, is that an Aravel on the roof?
The light must have lifted it up there. ever seen anything like it?
Never. Light's usually dead, static. But this is alive.
Okay, let's keep going. Might be more survivors.
What was that?
Something big. Stay sharp.
Over there. 2 more survivors.
Hey, what's going on here?
Find the veil jumpers. Bring them to the mayor.
They're talking about Jahel and Nilva.
They said bring them to the mayor. If we find the mayor, then maybe we'll find your friends.
Makes sense.
Why were they looking for veil jumpers? What did the mayor want with them?
Don't think we're going to like that answer when we get there.
Look, more people.
Must round up everyone.
Must get them inside.
Nilva!
That's one of your fellow veil jumpers? Laura!
Jahel! He's alive.
Bellara,
We're going to help you. We'll get you down, Jahel.
no. Listen. The gods have returned. I saw them. I heard their voices.
The gods did this?
A blood ritual to release the blight in the villagers. They said they needed power. Bellara, be careful.
Come on, that sounds close.
A dragon? Here?
No!
blighted. Dead, all of them.
You gave them to the gods, didn't you? Didn't you?
They were in my head, infecting my thoughts. They made me do it.
No, 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 no.
Help me.
You're not going anywhere until I get the full story.
I tried to protect people. You have to believe me.
I'm
The
not-
gods told me to lure the veil jumpers to the center of town. The others were to be rounded up and kept safe. They would be the first to witness the glory of Gillenade's new creation. She showed me gold. So much gold.
All this for gold? The villagers, the veil jumpers, the blights everywhere. Demena's Crossing is dead because of your greed.
I didn't know. You don't understand what it was like to hear those voices.
The gods exploited his greed and fear.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for him? I say we leave him right here.
But I'll die. The blight everywhere. What if the dragon comes back?
If we let you go, you'll run straight back to the gods.
They were in his head. Their influence might linger.
I understand what they do now. I won't be tempted again, I swear.
Rook,
Leave him here. He can fend for himself.
No!
Wolves will get him in the night. Or, given the state of this place, something worse.
The people of Demena's Crossing were depending on him. The least he can do is stay with them now.
A steep price to pay. And we're the ones to choose it?
Somebody has to.
You don't understand the power they have. They show you what you crave. They speak to the darkness in your heart. No one can stand against that.
Watch me.
I won't be the last to surrender. I felt the evil.
Let's go. No point arguing with a dead man.
No.
I'm not sure I'd have that kind of smirk on my face as I walked away from that,
The
but
fade had opened, and the gods were free. Thanks to Solus, they'd woken up to find their empire, their subjects, even their fellow gods, all gone. But they still had the power of the Blight, and corrupting a village was just the start. They made plans to tap more of the Blight. All of it. To rebuild their empire. As a path to power, it had its costs. And everyone would pay for it.
Did you find our scouts?
They're dead. I'm sorry. Elgranon and Gillenane sacrificed them in some kind of ritual.
Creators. What about the rest of the village?
the ritual spread blight everywhere. the entire village was overrun.
The few who survived are controlled by blood magic. Their minds are gone.
Algernon and Gillinan used them like puppets.
I dare say it was a show of force.
Oh, she's got a fresh new look, I feel like.
They will not rest until you are on your knees, fearful, cowering, helpless in the face of such power.
Lady Morrigan?
'Tis simply Morrigan to you, Scout Harding. What a pleasure to see you again.
Rook, this is Morgan, an old acquaintance. I thought she could help.
Morrigan helped the Inquisition when Varric and I were part of it. She knew more about ancient magic than anyone, except Solus.
'Twas both pleasure and necessity to help then, as it is now. Stopping Elganon and Gillinan shall require many hands.
So, who are you, exactly?
I have borne many appellations. Advisor to Orlais, Witch of the Wilds, friend to the Inquisition. My place here, however, is but a humble advisor on matters arcane.
Witch of the Wilds?
An honorific born of rumor and exaggeration. The fearsome reputations of your opponents, however, are duly earned. This dark turn of events shall only become worse.
Then I look forward to your help.
How refreshing. Your cooperative nature is appreciated in return.
What can you tell us about all this?
As dangerous as Solus himself may be, his imprisonment of the gods was just. To leave them unchecked would have been the very end of Thedas.
Just to be clear, you know your old friend Solus is actually the Dreadwolf?
So I have come to learn. It rather explains how he knew such a great deal of ancient elven history, and why he became so vexed when I attempted to explain it to him. Whilst I cannot claim the same depth of knowledge, the knowledge I do possess is yours for the asking.
I hope it helps. For all we know, the entire world will look like Demetus Crossing once the gods are through.
Not if we stop it first.
Ah, the confidence of youth. We shall need a good deal more of it.
I suppose you have some advice?
Set aside your notions of godhood and see them for the ancient, powerful mages they are. Standing against them shall require serious magic of your own. When you interrupted the Dreadwolf's ritual, did you happen across any of the tools he used?
He had a dagger, but it got lost in the chaos.
Then you would do well to find it. It is better in your hands than those of the gods.
Is there anything else Solus might have had that could help us? We're in his... well, he calls it the lighthouse.
Ah, yes. The legendary sanctum of the Dreadwolf. 'Tis said his Illuvian, the Viravas, could travel to any other Illuvian of his choosing.
That's not how it works right now. It only goes to Arlethan.
I can take a look at it. Maybe fix it, even. I know Illuvians better than most.
Any help you can offer, we'd appreciate.
If Illuvians even work the same way, all the magic is different now. Our gods are back. Our gods! And they're killing people and blinding the world. How do we stand up against that?
None of us can do this alone, but we can stop them together. Valara, you're one of the only people in the world who can get our Illuvian working. Harding can track down the Lyrian dagger, and Nev can spot any clues we might miss that give us more information. Let's get to work. There's a lot of fight ahead of us.
Indeed. Prepare yourselves well and have care in your choices. These are the times in which legends are born or slain. In this battle, I shall render whatever assistance I am able.
Right. Let's move.
Okay. That's going to be where we stop here for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow with more of something. Till then, though, I hope all of you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.